Hello everybody, welcome to a video for another one of my Delta slides. Now you may have seen my video describing all of the Delta slides that I've come up with. Check that out. And this is one of the slides I came up with called the Delta Trap. It's basically a sandwich load that's invisible and really useful. Let me demonstrate. With the 3 of spades. That goes in the middle and you can see both of them on top. Now this is kind of like the normal version. And then a card appears in between them, the 3 of spades. Let me do the advanced handling with the king of clubs. That goes in the middle. Now this time you'll notice that instead of closing the jokers, I'm not going to close them at all. Look. And the king appears. Another time, this time something called the instant apparition with the ace of spades. Not with the ace of spades. Look. And the ace of spades appears. Now there's something called the outjog method, which looks like this for the Delta Trap. The spectator can pick or touch any card. Say this one here. It's a free choice. So the spectator looks at that one. I'm not going to look at it. And you can see again that there's once and for all nothing in between them, and then I close it in, and then quickly comes to the top. So I'll be teaching that in a separate video, and I'll have an annotation for it somewhere when I make that video. So for now, I'll be teaching you the normal version, the advanced handling, and the instant appear thing. Alright. So again, this move is like a sandwich load. It's so useful, and it fools magicians, and it's original. I think it's awesome. So this is the exposed view. Normal version. So as you can see, it's basically combining my Delta Pass with just kind of another, with just putting a separate twist on it. As pretty much all of the Delta slides are. So let's get into how to do this. So first of all, the grip. You'll have the usual world famous pinky break above their card, and the rest of the grip is the same. Now, I don't know if I've said this already, but you should go learn the Delta Pass. You'll need to learn that. I really love it. It's very invisible cleanup. I recommend learning it. So you have that pinky break, and so this grip is the same. However, what you're going to do is you're going to position this top one, this top card. You can use like a mate or jokers or something. I use the jokers. You slide it halfway across the card below it. So it looks like this. Okay? And there are 2 differences with your cover hands grip. You are going to be doing the Delta Pass. The grip is going to be as if it were only on this card. So normally it would be like this for the Delta Pass, but instead you're going to have it like this. And the other difference is that your index finger is curled on top. This will be very important, especially for the advanced handling. So let's get into how the mechanics work. This bottom packet is going to slide over. Now in the Delta Pass, you'd only have to do it about that much, which is not much at all. On the other hand, this one makes you kind of strain your hand a little bit more and bring it to towards your cover hand, so that the thumb and middle finger of your cover hand can grip it. From there, you pry it out as usual. Now, if you were to kind of rest it, this packet would be kind of farther towards your cover hand than this packet. And that gives kind of a natural slant that way. It's kind of hard to indicate. It kind of gives a natural slant. And this card is contacting the side jogged top card. Hope you can see that. So again, this is your grip. Bring it to the side, pop it up. At this point, it's going to be pretty much just sliding in. By pushing up, you're getting kind of a gap in between the top card and the card below it. So between these two guys, you kind of create a gap. And once you get that, you can kind of just slip it in. A slip is the most accurate way to describe it. And then you make some magical gesture, and it comes to the top. So once again, you have your pinky break and your grip. You come to the side, pop it out, and once you get here, you just kind of contact it and then square it up. And then it seems as if the card has appeared in between them. Okay, let's learn the advanced handling. Actually, never mind. Let's learn the other version first, where it kind of appears instantly. All you're doing is it's all the same up to kind of once you get here. You kind of get close to revealing it over here. And what you do is at this point, you're applying pressure with your index finger, and that keeps it from sliding farther than you want it to at this point. And then you kind of shake it or something, and then you push with these fingers, and this card appears. And you can show that one. Finally, I'll teach the advanced handling. And I'll give the exposed view for it. It is more advanced, but I think it's a little bit more impressive if you do it right, I guess. And that's it. What it is you've loaded the jokers with your selection, but it's invisible right now. So that's I think it's more useful to go into like another sandwich effect than the other one, but it is a little bit harder, and I'll explain why. So again, you have a selection. It's all the same up to, I think, this point. And once you're here, you have this kind of thing. And this is very important, okay? There are a couple things I want to point out here. This finger applies a little bit more pressure than it would usually, okay? So you're kind of pressing down on it. Second, these fingers over here are going to be kind of curled like this, not just like this, but kind of come around it. This prevents any discrepancies from appearing over here while you're pushing this card in. Okay, so you have it like this, and you push it in, and you're careful not to slip it past here. If there's anything that like pops out in between here, they will see it. I know that's not good news, but they will, I promise. Well, unless you're using like very good misdirection. And so you curl it like this, and you just delicately do your best not to make it show up here, and square it up best you can under this card. And at this point, you can kind of take them off and do whatever you want with it. Sometimes I put this down, and then I kind of have the spectator riffle through, and then I like catch it in between, or I catch the card as they're riffling down like this. And then you can do kind of any sandwich effect or revelation, whatever you want from there. I'll be uploading a separate video on the outjog method version of the Delta Trap. In the meantime, please comment. I love it when people comment. It really makes me feel good when people say, you know, great trick. I'm really proud of this sleight. It's really useful. It's invisible in the right circumstances. Just saying, as a side note, the advanced handling does require misdirection to cover the time it takes to square it up over the top card. That's all I have to say. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.